Welcome back to our podcast, Powering Sustainability. Today we will speak about a very delicate topic. It's the disasters that were man-made, or as we say in normal language, caused by the man. I have a very close friend, again here in the podcast, is Ahmad. Welcome Ahmad.
Hi Pablo, how are you?
All good, all good. Long time.
Yeah, you know that I was traveling around, especially now Saudi again with IFAT exhibition. It was a very good exhibition, by the way.
Yes, tell us a little bit, a resume of the IFAT. What's it about?
I was a visitor over there. What I have noticed is different, of course, than the Munich one. The one, and by the way, IFAT Munich is coming in May 2026, and all of us will be there, inshallah. This IFAT in Saudi, what I have seen is lots of decision makers are around. That means it shows you people wanted to change. They are looking for the best companies, products, solutions that they need to adapt to change the current waste management system, from lifting mechanism to the waste bins, to the recycling bins, to lots of things. I have seen Veolia for water treatment, BIA were there, Al Fahad as a private collection company, they are doing an operations and maintenance. So many companies, Al Yamama, one of the big companies that take care of especially the eastern part of Saudi, they were participating, and I have seen them, and I met engineer Hamad Al Yami maybe for the 7th time. We were like discussing some projects around, even Al Fahad, we were discussing some projects around. And as German distribution, we have a very strong position now in Saudi. After we have executed the first side loading bins project in Jeddah through the contractor called Sidr and Jeddah municipality. So now people in Saudi, they are seeing us in different position. Now we are strong over there, trusted partners. Thanks God. It's thankful to everyone who was participating in this project, advising the contractor, advising the municipality, assuring that this is the best practice for these types of areas. This is the right equipment. We should put it here. We should avoid that areas. We have different solution for that areas. So thanks God, alhamdulillah, that for the 3rd time, I would say, our position in Saudi is very strong, and we will continue like that.
Amazing. And what I can tell you about this Saudi, the IFAT or the eco waste that we participate here, is like you said, people is trying to change from A to Z the way of handling waste. And that's good because more and more people is participating into this. And I was here. I sadly I couldn't go to the Saudi. Yeah, I would enjoy it. But here I noticed that every time that we participate, there's more people that is going to search new ways of handling the waste, of even in the products that you do, they're trying to be sustainable, try to be the keep pushing to that, because especially because of what we're going to speak today, there's a very dangerous things and activities that we do. Yes, it is, but it's something that for years maybe was quiet, because the previous mentality, it was I will produce no matter what. If I damage the environment, if I do this, the goal was money. Having money, I will create this product. I don't care if it goes to the water, it goes to this. And
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
You are right. But the good thing is, nowadays, with the amount of, I would say, knowledge, understanding, procedures, especially from the governments, these illegal activities still are there, but it's reduced in a massive way. So at least we would say, all of us, thanks to all these organizations, whether private or governmental, that they are stepping, ahead and say, no, let's change the SOP. The new SOP should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to eliminate, reduce, enhance the waste collection methods, and to eliminate the illegal dumping, whether it's, as you said, through the river or the soil or the air or. So, I would say from our industry here, from our side as German distribution, we are willing to support any private company, governmental companies, governmental entities. And here from German distribution, I would say that we are willing to support any private or governmental entity to reach their goals, whether they need segregation bins like this one, whether it's solo, double compartment, quattro, trio, or when it comes to the baling machines, to the digestive machines, the food digester, to the crushers, we have so many solutions that we would love to help, these companies with, to reduce, at least from our side.
Yes, and one of the things that I'm now more into it is that we have this segment of designing as you want, as you need, the shape, the size, the colors. So there's no limit to be sustainable. So let me read some of the disasters that I was watching the other day. So our comments will be very important for this. There's one that was the Beirut ammonium nitrate explosion. It was in 2020. Approximately 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate. And that blast caused over 200 deaths and thousands of injuries. That's a huge.
We all have seen this explosion on TV. It's a very sad incident. Staying away from politics, let's talk about the materials that caused this and what damages. There are two parts in this: health and safety, with the procedure of how to store such hazardous material, or explosive material, or chemical material, or petroleum materials. Each type of materials have its own standard operation procedure to store it or to handle it or to move it, from A to B area. I would say environmentally affected after the explosion, and even during the storing, if the ammonia was not stored in a proper and handling stage. I'm not sure the ammonia in which shape it was, if it's powder or liquid, or if it's liquid and gases. I'm not sure how it was stored, and I don't have this much info about this type of chemical. But imagine it was at Beirut port. If there were a leakage towards the sea, this is a disaster coming from wrong waste handling chemicals. This is significantly will damage the shoreline, kill fish, change lots, whatever the spill is, and it could extend to further and further and further. So about what happened in Beirut port, it was high, and it killed, as you said, 200 people or maybe more. Injured, of course. Buildings were damaged and demolished. When I first seen the video, it looks like a nuclear attack, nuclear explosion. The mushroom type of this, smoke, and it was scary. But let's stay in what related to us. Definitely before the explosion, if a leakage were there, or after the explosion, look at the environmental damages that happened. First, the smoke, fire, damages in the building. You have construction and demolition waste, glass, where all windows were shattered and injured people even. Look at the amount of cars were damaged that you need. Cars, it has glass, metal, aluminum, probably fiberglass, plastic. So you have caused. There is no words to to express this. Lots of damages happen to the environment.
And then is the afterwards, that how you clean that, how you proceed to that, because normally the cause of these things is that I avoid the procedure, or being cheap in the storage, or the movement, or the transport, and it's 100% the guilt of man, 100%. We decided to handle these materials and as humans, and we are, for saving money, causing this damage.
Maybe less experience.
Or less experience.
Yeah, so storing chemicals next to it, fireworks, it was said in the news, it's unforgettable mistake.
Yeah.
You cannot do this.
And
You cannot put
avoidable.
oil and fire. You cannot put them next to each other. So anyway, what happened. So let's learn from this type of mistake, and let's move forward towards better handling, or following the proper SOP.
And also for the governments to, after these kind of things, be very strict in the rules for moving this type of hazardous chemicals. Yeah. The other is some this you see a lot in Latin America, the near to the Amazon, the rainforest wildfires. This normally is caused by people that wants to produce with more lands that are not their lands. It's illegal burning.
It's a forest. It's a governmental areas. Yes. So they burn it, and then they ask to have it.
No, they didn't. They don't even ask. They burn it, quiet, suspecting there is going to be something controlled, and then they clean and they start producing.
So they take the land.
Take the land.
After burning it.
Yeah, and then they produce, and then of course, if soy, for example, the factory that is producing the oil for the soil, they won't ask, is this coming from land that is not proper, that doesn't have the documents, that was burned. They will just receive and produce, because it's also money for them. So they take these lands, they burn it, but as it is so tropical, you have wind, you have a lot of things there, a lot of trees, it always goes out of hand. And that's why you see in the news, uncontrollable fires, 2,000 hectares, 5,000 hectares, and like this, and it's uncontrollable. And you don't just kill the trees. There's wildlife. Yeah, of course. It's very common for the news, and of course those news goes worldwide. Yes, it damages the environment, because, as you know, the trees produce the oxygen. See, so we are again, by man, doing the damage.
See, harming the environment, it's something been there for always, since ages. But I would say I would have a faith in the governments that to chase such an illegal activity. It's not because that they are only damaging the environmental. No. It's even afterwards. Once they build their factories over there without permission, without illegal drainage system, without illegal waste handling system, where all that waste goes? To the Amazon River, or to the soil, or to the air, without anybody that or any entity that could monitor this, which is extremely harmful. So you harming the environment from stage one, since you started this fire, to the last ending product, you know. And I would urge the traders that when they wanted to buy such goods from, as you said, it's quite happened in Latin America, to ask the source of the material and the proper documents from where these goods came from. And once they find or suspect there is an illegal producing, they should stop. Even if the price is lower than the market, they should stop to help the government, you know, closing the gaps and chasing these people or these entities who's doing this illegal stuff.
Exactly, and be hard, you know. I love this country in South America, El Salvador. You know, with Nayib Bukele, he's very strict with the bad persons. You know, with the jails, it's in everything, and the country is growing and it's healthy, and that's a sample to follow.
Lead by example.
Exactly. Well, the other is one of the still ongoing, and this you know a lot about, is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Yes, this is huge. It's 1.6 million square kilometers.
It's twice the size of Texas. Imagine. Yeah. It's all type of plastic that floating in the ocean, and they get trapped in the Pacific Ocean. And by the way, it's not the only one that we have. Where are the currents in the Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean? You've got a certain currents that it looks like they are going south, north, west, east, and they go in circles, but in a very wild area in the ocean. So these currents, once the plastic or any type of object is caught by these currents, it keeps circulating in an area which, as you said, it's 1.6 million square kilometers. So you can imagine that this type of waste is keep circulating in such oceans. And you can imagine, it's because I've heard it long back, it's almost twice the size of Texas, and maybe by now it's more than that. And you know, this caused by everyone on this planet. It's not, I would say, some illegal or small illegal dumping. No. Everyone in the world participated in this, even if they have thrown a plastic bag or a plastic cap, or a plastic cup, or anything. So all of us participated in this. To be honest, there are lots of solutions to remove this, but these solutions are extremely expensive. And to look at it, who could afford? I cannot estimate. Ships should be involved, manpower should be involved, technology, like I have seen 5 years ago, it's ocean trap technology. It's like a rail, a big rail. It's a buoys, plastic buoys, which is floaties, connected with a type of mesh that it collect what the river or the ocean or the current are bringing to it, and it secure it and trap it in a specific area. And then maybe after a week or 2 or 3 weeks or a month, a small ship will come, collect, all these plastic, or let's say, I don't want to say plastic, all this waste, take it to the shore area, give it to the recycling facilities, and they start, doing it. But these solutions are extremely expensive, and you're talking about massive area, like, I don't want to say twice of the size of Texas, let's say one size, same as Texas. It's huge. It's huge. I stopped diving, let's say, a year and a half ago. It's because I'm busy, But when I used to dive, wherever I have traveled, the sad thing is, a weird thing that I have seen, a baby diver while I'm diving. I don't want to mention where, but thanks God it's not in UAE. in one of the Arabian countries. What a diaper is doing in the ocean, you know. You see cans, plastic cups, plastic bottles, glass, metals. You find a lot in the ocean or in the sea. And I've seen lots of on YouTube this magnet fishing. Imagine what do they get from there. Sometimes weapons, by the way, knives and you see. So these illegal dumping from us as a human, I should have think twice where this bottle will go. At the end of the day, it will go to the sea. It's damaging the fish. It's damaging the coral system. It's damaging a lot, you know. At the end of the day, it's and by the way, once it's under the sun for a certain period, it will lose. It will not be any more plastic, or we hardly can use it for anything in the recycling facility. So we are not only damaging the ocean, no, but after a while we cannot even use it as much as we could use the new one, you know, or the fresh one that was thrown in the correct containers, such as like the recycling bin. So each one in the world, I would say, should be really think. If I'm on a fishing boat and I finished my meal, shall I throw my Pepsi or my bottle of water or whatever I'm drinking to the sea? This is as me. And a message to the people who's working on this type of boats. I am sure we have lots of them taking care of, you know, the oceans and the sea. But also you've got at the same time an illegal dumping is happening. Think twice. Why should I do this? How many sea turtles we have seen on the news, especially on National Geographic, being harmed, and there is they actually bite a plastic bag or a towel sometimes, and you cannot even take it out from their mouth unless they go to a surgery. Yeah. You know, you are damaging their house basically, and it's not our right to do that.
And there's people that has these initiatives to clean. I saw one video, for example, for Mr. Beast. Everybody knows Mr. Beast now. His video is about cleaning the beach and that part of the ocean. For a small beach, I think it requires more than 100 people to clean it.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's not easy, but the thing is, it's like when you cut your hair. You know that next month is grown again, because people still going to the beach, still not with the mindset of it's not my beach, I don't care. And these kind of things should be encouraged for the companies, for the people at the beach to if you clean, I don't know, it's just an idea, for example. If you're in a shore of a restaurant in the beach, if you clean the area, if you clean your area, you have a dessert free. Or something like that, you know? So that you can say, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to eat, I'm going to blah, 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 and whatever I do, I finish and I have some. Because sadly, the humans work by incentives, you know? Free dessert. Perfect. Let's go, all clean. I assure you that 90% of that beach will be clean.
But I would take it the way around, you know. I should give this beach a nice dessert, which is keeping it clean. Yeah. You know, and this comes into, I would say, 3 different parts. Part rely on the government if it's a public beach, and whoever is taking care of it, the government, wherever this beach is. The government needs to make sure that I have waste bins enough in that beach, so people, when they finish their food, drink, whatever snacks, they find a dustbin that they can put their general waste in. If they don't want to recycle, like let's say 3 compartments made of plastic or fiberglass or. And the second part rely on the waste management contractor. While I'm traveling around, I've noticed that and it's very sad, some of the waste management contractors, they will not deploy the correct amount of waste bins, whether in the streets, sidewalks, neighborhoods, parks, and even beaches. So, for example, 10-kilometer beach, you will hardly see 5 bins in it, which is people when they see like there is a bin around 1,500 meters or 1 mile away from me. Why should I go 1 mile just to throw the garbage and come back 1 mile? What do? Let me take people in a good side. They will put the waste in a plastic bag, they tie it, and they put it next to them. When they leave, there is no housekeeping in there. Who comes? Dogs, cats, crows, seagulls, birds. They can see, they can smell. They will open the bag. They will tear it apart. So what did I do as a human? I didn't do anything. I just saved the environment and keep my area clean for maybe 5-6 hours. There is no housekeeping to remove this bag. And because I don't want to dirt my car, I will not take it to my car until I find another waste bin. So I'll just keep it there. Yeah. But I saved that beach or that area for a certain amount of hours. But come next morning and see the disaster. Everything is, it's out of it. So, government, if it's on a public beach, please make sure that you have enough waste bins around people to throw the garbage in. And waste management contractors, please stick to the tender, requirements. And even if you've seen like this is less, advice. This is where, the waste when a waste management contractors advise and try to make sure things happening as per the book. I should advise, please, your concerned department, this area with this amount of equipment isn't enough, isn't sufficient. To make sure things are clean, I should add. Please add. Nobody would say no. Yeah. Look at, there is something very good I have seen in Riyadh, but not in Riyadh, in Jeddah when I traveled to Saudi Arabia. I went with Al-Fatah, by the way, Al-Fatah Rahman. And we went to Jeddah together. We had a couple of meetings, especially with Jeddah municipality. We have been to Ubhur beach. It's the new beach in Jeddah. What I like about it, it's almost every 300 to 500 meters, almost. There is a big waste bin. Nice. Yes, it's made from galvanized steel, but it's okay. I have, I don't agree with galvanized steel, but at least there is a bin, and it's cuatro, cans, plastic, general waste, papers or cups. I love it. People made sure that wherever anybody is walking, maximum 300, I don't want to say 400, 300 meters, there is a bin, a big bin that's waiting for you just to throw whatever you don't need. Of course, there's lots of restaurants over there. So with the restaurants, you need a very good handling of waste management. So you see the housekeeping with their skippers, their space liner trolleys, they are moving and making sure things are clean. This is a type of, I would say, waste handling, a very good waste handling. And even if you shrink this from 300 to 200, it will be too much, but maybe you could do something different. But as you said at the beginning, that people will not clean, or they want to treat them to clean the beach. I agree with you, but I would prefer to keep it the way around. Let me give the beach a better treatment from my side.
And also that requires the educational programs from the government, because it's something that it's funny, but it's the reality. You have the bin here, and you see the trash here. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I have seen it also. And it could be two reasons. One of the reasons, the bin is small, cannot handle the capacity of or the volume of people around, or I don't want to throw it, or I don't want to touch it, because especially there are some bins like this one. You need to open it with your hand, but there is all the manufacturers of these bins, they also produce pedal for it. So if you don't want to touch it with your hand, fine. I'm gonna give you a pedal with that. With your feet, you're not touching it. But as you said, some people they don't want to do that, even with pedal. And I'm sure you have seen it, and I have seen it a lot. So yes, there is a part also on the government to try to, yeah. And it will take time.
It will take time, but what I know that they are doing is there's a fine if they find you with trash around, but it is.
If it's my decision, I will put them in jail. I don't need fines. Yeah.
Yeah, but some people find this extreme, but we are so many human beings, and if only half is doing the bad thing, it will be worse for the whole world, not just for the half that is doing bad.
We all need to stand up, we just need we need a strong wake-up call. All of us, whether you are in the Middle East, North Africa, Central or South, Asia or the Americans, we need a very strong wake-up call to keep healthy environment, not for us, for the next generations. This is why actually we are working in this industry. Yeah, I need to make sure my kids have better environment in the next generation.
Yeah.
I have to make sure this. But if Ahmed doing it from his side, and Pablo from his side, and XYZ from his side, and ABC from his side, this is what counts.
Yeah, and to summarize all this that we spoke, if you have a procedure to follow. Don't skip steps. If the company that you're working is handling hazardous things, make sure that the security measurements are accomplished. Everything is written. Everything is recorded. If we are as a person going to a beach or something, let's try to put in the correct bin the waste that we are producing. So because even if it sounds small, this has already caused disasters.
Yeah. Yeah, what you said is correct, and I agree with it.
Yeah, and to make the disaster is in our hands, and to stop the disaster is in our hands.
Of course.
Yeah, it's what I try to teach to my daughter, for example. If you finish drinking something, for example, you must put in the tap, and you must be responsible with what you're handling, not just leaving things there. If you have some paper and you're in the street and there's not a bin to throw it, keep it in your pocket till you find one. Even if it's my pocket will get dirty, keep it in your pocket.
It's your waste. Yes. Keep it with you until you find a solution for it.
Exactly. And it's easy to produce a lot of waste, but with details it's also easy to take care. It's just being conscious. Yeah. Just that. And being in detail, because read the product that you're buying, see if it's recyclable. See if you can throw it. See if it is glass, maybe you can reuse it for flowers or things like that.
Everything in our hand. We have choices in our life what to do and what not to do. God give us this infinite options that you decide whether I need to throw this in the street, just throw it from the window while I'm driving, or keep it in my car until I reach either my house or a drive-through of one of the restaurants, which is at the end. If you notice nowadays, they are, once you exit, most of the restaurants they keep a bin where you can throw whatever you need from your window. So let your choice be a better choice for the next generation. You decide whether you want to speed and crash, where you want to drive slow and easy and reach safely, whether you throw something in the street and harm the environment, or whether you want to put it in the right bin and make sure that the next generation is having better environment. So it's your choice what to do with what in your hand.
Yes. And we can speak hours and hours of this because it's an endless topic, and there's so many documentaries now. You can find in Netflix, Amazon, Disney, wherever you want to find. There's a documentary about the environmental disasters or the handling of the waste. And if we imagine this, if we put the same time that we use for watching memes and reels to educate and save the environment, 1 year and the earth is completely clean. Yes, and that's it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you too, Pablo.
It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Same here, and hopefully we catch up again. Sorry I couldn't cover any podcast while in IFAT. It was busy, but I promise you next time, wherever I am, we could be live somewhere like what you have done in Eco Waste, which is, I love it. I was seeing it. We'll catch up soon.
Yes, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.